Okay.
Mm.
All right. So,
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
okay, thank you and welcome back, everyone. So we just concluded the all we needed to know about postpartum depression and psychosis. And then we jump quickly into the journey of a mother. Still talking about resilience in motherhood. So the question we may ask ourselves as a mother, what is actually resilience? We've talked about why we needed resilience, the challenges surrounding the motherhood journey requires inner strength, requires a lot of structure and strategies to help you navigate not just around pregnancy and post-pregnancy, but the journey of even raising these precious seeds God brings into our life. Okay, so resilience is the ability to bounce back, the ability to go through a stretching situation and still stand strong, the ability to persist without giving up when situations happens, when life happens. Because the truth is that life will happen. There will be scars, there will be trouble, there will be problems, there will even be bad memories that you don't want to remember because the brain is set to remember. The truth is that the brain will remember the troubles. But is that your inner strength that helps you to bounce back, to continue in this journey without breaking down? That is what resilience is all about. Life is not perfect, and resilience is not about you being perfect. It's not about you knowing it all. It's about you being persistent, being emotionally, mentally, and spiritually elastic enough to stretch and still return back to shape. Okay? So, what do we need to build resilience? How can we expand our capacity to be able to carry challenges, troubles, and events of life that will come our way without breaking down, without giving up? Even there will be people who will be looking up to God for some things in this journey of motherhood that they may even be mocked. What and how can we build that capacity to be able to stand tall while going through this challenge as a woman? So, the first thing we must consider is self empowerment. You see, as a woman, you must be intentional about empowering yourself because the demand will come so much on you. A lot of people will come to drain you. But your ability to build capacity to self-develop, to empower yourself, is what will strengthen you in those times. Say, for example, you know, as a woman, you know what it's like. In-laws are there, your own children, your own family are all over you. And then they want you to be the superwoman. But the question is, you are a human being, are you not? So there are things you need to put in place to be able to have the strength, the tensile strength to come through these pressures of life. So you need to understand that self-empowerment is not selfishness, not at all. Because you cannot pour out of an empty cup. You have to be full. You have to fill yourself first. You have to strengthen yourself to be able to give out to people. If you keep emptying and you are not refilling, you will run dry and people will abandon you. They will trample on you and move on to the next available resources. So you need to build yourself in such a way that you are not running dry. You have sufficient enough to go through the life challenges, to give out to people around you, and to remain strong. Your children are looking up to you. Your husband is looking up to you. Your uh, in-laws, your immediate family, and above all, your impact destiny people. There are people God has created you to bless, to make impact in their life. They are waiting. The Bible said that the earnest expectation of creation await the manifestation of the sons of God. People are waiting for your manifestation. So you have to break through your limitations. You have to look beyond and empower yourself to be able to face your personal challenges and come out strong to be able to feed the flock God will bring your way. So, this empowerment, you can do it through running courses. Follow any organization that help you to understand yourself, what you are going through, gives you clarity and insight. That money you will use to wear clothes or give out to people, use it to pay for personal development courses and opportunities that will empower you to know what you need to know and get your self identity. You need to boost your self esteem because it goes a long way to fight every thought or every overwhelming thought. So when that thought of depression, lawlessness comes, is your self identity, what you know and believe about yourself that will help you to break through, that will help you to swim above board. Learn to understand who you are, not just your role. You are a personal, a special. So you are not just there to mom your children, you are there to build them, equip them, empower them for the destiny God has created them for. And you have to be able to do that first for yourself before you can do it for them. You are a helpmeet for your husband, not a burden. So you need to build up to that capacity where you understand that I am made for more. I am not just here to cook, to wash, and to provide for the family. I am here to imprint greatness and support system to my husband to become the best version of what God has created him to be. So learn to know who you are. Learn to depend on God. Most times we think by flesh we can prevail. The Bible says, by flesh shall no man prevail. So we need to come to that level where we understand that we need a supernatural strength and capacity. Learn to build a time for yourself and God. Connect. There's this spiritual strength that refuels you and inspires you to your best. I used to tell people, if you walk with the Holy Spirit, depression will not come near you. I'm not overruling the fact that yes, it can happen to anybody, it can happen to me, but it's my own way of coping with any pressure. No pressure gets to me. I just lay it at the feet of God, and it has helped me. So you need to get whoever you are serving. You need to get to that point where you have a connection with a supernatural or superior power that you are able to refresh, reconnect, and refuel from the inner man, because it has a way of helping you to stand the pressures of life. I know we are too busy, but you can make your prayer or spiritual connection something on the move. As you are moving around, as you are going to work, as you are waking up betting, you mustn't have that 1 hour where you sit and worship and pray and do what you want to do, but find a way of connecting with your maker on the move. Even as a family, that's what I do. I run a busy schedule. I am a deputy manager of a mental health ward, which is very challenging. I have an academy. I have to read. I have some courses I run. In fact, I'm running a leadership course again. I'm I'm into masterpiece. I'm into a lot of program. What am I doing? I'm finding a source of refilling myself. I cannot run empty because destinies are connected to me. So I don't have all the time to stay 1 hour. Once I wake up by 4:30 or 5 o'clock, Bible, I am praying in tongues, I am listening to worship, I am bathing, I am putting things in place for my family before going to work. I come back, I'm exhausted. I still have to create opportunity to connect. So what we are saying is you need to find a way of journaling. Journaling help you ease up burden. What is that thing that is overwhelming you? Let it flow through your pen and get your peace. Don't allow anything to overburden you. No matter what you are looking up to God for, no matter the challenge at that time, lay it at the feet of the Lord. Journal it down and forget it. Ease up your body. Most times we fall into the low mood because we carry all the burden on our head. Everyone wants us to solve their problem. Even if you don't have the money, they feel because you're not asking them, they feel you have it. But understanding your capacity, what you're able to handle, also gives you that strength to say no. Please, saying no is not a crime because people are never satisfied. So demand will keep coming your way. You need to build the capacity to say no. Say no to overworking yourself. If you have done what you need to do and your body is asking for rest, please drop every other thing and put your head on the bed and rest. Because your brain is the engine of your body. Once it's knock, every other thing stops working. So you need to create time to rest, to recover, to refresh. You need to avoid sleep deprivation. Some of us, we don't sleep. Maybe a few hours in the night, we wake up in the morning, we are cooking, we are cleaning, we are putting everything in order, we are going to work, we are coming back, we don't use our eyes to see sand. And then you want everything to be sparkling clean. It's good though, but the truth is that you need to consciously avoid sleep deprivation and anything that consumes your energy. Okay? Avoid comparison trap. You are looking at another woman or another family. Nobody is perfect. They have their struggles. It's just the way they package themselves. Sit yourself down and ask yourself, what is the uniqueness of my life and my family? Ask God for direction, how to manage yourself, because it's important. Avoid all the social media uh, packaging. Most of them are falsehood. So you need to really know who you are, your uniqueness, and really embrace it and walk out your own journey. Avoid burnout because these are the things that get to us. They are the things that weighs us down. Like I say, learn to navigate and create time of rest. Because we see a woman, a wife, a mother, a minister, an employee or employer, a businesswoman, just you. And within 24 hours, you have to attend to all this. So you need to really sit yourself down and plan your life. What do I want to do? For your profession, you do your PDP, your professional developmental plan. Put it down somewhere. Take one bit at a time. Don't rush everything. Try to slow down. Take it one day at a time. You are not in competition with anybody. Also, I understand sometimes you will feel emotionally guilt. Yes, hey, a lot of things left undone. Please learn to delegate, learn to ask for support. It's not weakness to ask for support, even from your husband. If you think there are things you need him to support you and he's not doing, kindly, in a loving way, even set a table before him. Eh? give him his best food, and don't nag, don't complain, don't make it look like it's a war zone. Like, talk sweetly to him, ask him, let him know that you really need this support. Even if it's just washing plate for you or sweeping, because there is this stage of your life, it's just both of you and then the little children that can do nothing. He shouldn't leave everything to you in case he does. But if he doesn't, reach out. Be the one to reach out. Have a conversation. Effective communication that will touch his heart and he will understand that yes, you need support. Sometimes we put up a strong front and the man feels like, oh, my wife is capable, she doesn't need my help, and he will have time to go and sit in a beer parlor chatting with friends. He will have time to go and be talking about other things with other people while you are struggling alone at home. Let you a sibling at least you trust to your family. So it must be someone who you trust and someone who share the same value with you, so that you are able to at least have some moments of rest. They can be with the children for 1 hour or 2 hours, and you're able to put your head to rest. Okay, what are the godly strategies we can use on the overall? Like we say, surrender daily to God. The Bible says in Matthew chapter 11, verse 28, that we should cast our cares. I've said it. Cast your cares unto the Lord. He's here to help us. Prioritize, delegate. We've talked about all these things. Even the Proverb 31 woman, the superwoman, had maids. I know you may not afford maids, and that's where we talk about getting help. Okay? Set boundaries, say no when you need to say, and yes with love when you need to. Create reading, not just routine. Don't kill yourself over routine. It must be done like this. It must be done. No, learn to prioritize which ones are important today. Let's do it. Every other one can be carried over. All right. So, what are the common? Let's conclude. Sorry, I think the time is running quickly. What are the common questions that women may ask in under maternal mental health? Is it okay to feel overwhelmed? Yes, it's okay, because you're a human being. Too much work will overweigh you down. So it's okay. But you need to understand when you are feeling overwhelmed and when to seek for help. Is my mood normal or is it depression? So you need to understand the difference between just feeling low and going towards depression. Depression is feeling low for continuously for about 2 weeks, and then you may have a symptom of not sleeping well, losing appetite, not willing to engage with things that are happening around you. These are signs that you are into depression. Seek for help. How do I balance motherhood and mental health as a Christian? Please, it's normal to have mental breakdown. It's not a taboo like some of us believe. As a Christian, like I say, if you keep overweighing yourself or if there's a risk factor in your home, in your family lineage, it can happen to anyone. It's normal. Just learn to balance things. Learn not to overweigh yourself, especially when you identify your risk factor. Try to lower it down. Rest. Okay, seek support, like this community now, seek support. Engage with women that have the same value. Have a connection with your God. Can you take medication or go to therapy and still have faith? Yes. I think I'll conclude here. Medication and manage health condition comes from God. So you still have faith. There are people God has equipped to be able to offer this support. Don't let anyone go and keep you one side and let the minister. But we need to come to reality so that by the time we done all you could and you think you really need professional support, please book a therapy session, book a counseling session. You can even get that therapy from a man of God if they understand what they are doing. So just seek for help. It's normal to seek for help and your faith is still intact. Okay, so Christian counseling, psychology, All of them are there to support you. Normalize it just like antenatal when you are mentally down and you think you are not able. It brings us to the end of today's session, and I know and I hope we've been able to gain one insight or the other to help us fight anything that comes around us in this journey of motherhood and be able to excel. Do have a lovely night. Thank you, Miss Elizabeth. I think I am done here. Do you have any question?
Thank you so much, ma. Thank you so much for this session. Should I stop sharing?
Okay. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, okay. Wow, this has really been highly, highly instructive and informative. Thank you so much for all the insights that you shared on how we can support each other, how we can build mental resilience. Thank you so much for tonight. Please, can you
My
share?
pleasure.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Can you share any insights that you have? I think some of the ones that I got from what you said. Thank you, Joy, for joining us this evening. I think Kelechi dropped off previously. I saw
Okay.
that Kelechi was online, but I think he or she dropped off. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight briefly some of the things that you touched on from your presentation. Thank you so much. Your presentation was really insightful. You talked about reaching out for support, that resilience has to be built in the sense that you have to fortify all aspects of your life as a woman. And I think one thing that um, the lie that we have been sold is that women can do it all. They can handle everything, even
Yeah,
without support, that
that's
they are,
fine.
they are, they are more than able, they are capable to handle the stress and challenges. But if you look at it, back in the days, the mothers were not so career driven like the mothers in
Yeah,
our current
it's
time.
it's
So, and the challenges are higher because you must show up 100% at work and at home. So how do you navigate these two worlds? And I really liked what you said about creating a plan for yourself, creating a plan for yourself so that you don't keep pouring into others, and in the end you just feel like you're left out, you're not moving forward, your life is not progressing, because that feeling comes when you are always pouring out, you're always pouring out. Of course,
yeah.
there's no point to refill. The cup will get empty, and then the mental breakdown comes, and some
Yeah.
people are not even able to recover from it. But support communities are good. Reaching out for help is also a strategy. Saying no, like you said, sleep deprivation. Lots of people, in fact, I was also on this table. I'm gradually trying to, manage it, juggle taking naps, and then also creating that rhythm, sleeping at a particular time so that your body is well rested. You really touched on very
Yeah.
important points today. I want to say thank you so much for your time. We don't take it for granted. So,
My pleasure.
um, Joy, I don't know if you have any questions for our guest, for Princess Obi. I don't know if you have any questions for her. So some of the things, the points that I jotted down in the chat, you talked about journaling too. Journaling is very, very powerful. In fact, that is one of my my go-to strategies, because when you just journal and you write, there's a way you feel lighter, you feel so much lighter,
Yes. Yeah.
and you just, even if you've not really had the opportunity to talk to somebody, just journaling alone helps you to
Yeah.
offload that mental junk that has been sitting there.
Yes.
I
It's a way
just
of
feel like,
expression. So,
Yes, yes, exactly. So it's one way,
but
and
we,
it,
we women, we like talking. We like talking. So we just want to
yes,
upload.
yes,
Normal.
exactly. It's one of those things. But in a situation where you don't have somebody to talk to, or maybe it's private or personal, you don't even want to share it, your journal is a go-to.
Yeah.
And it's powerful when you write in it at night, onboarding kind of a mental offload of how your day went, especially days that didn't really go as planned. And then first thing in the morning, there's also gratitude journaling when you are grateful
Mm.
for the space in which you are in the morning, and it just sets the tone for the day so that whatever happens, you are not juggling between you're not juggling several balls and not
Yeah.
able to really get a grip of yourself. So thank you so much. I don't see any questions in the chat. So you talked about reaching out, learning to delegate, planning our lives, and also asking for help, building capacity spiritually. So thank you so much. I have a guest
Yeah.
here.
You're welcome.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much
How
for
are you, darling?
saying fine. Thank you so much for your time today.
Uh,
If there are any more questions, I will put
Thank
them
you.
across to you through the
Okay.
chat. I appreciate so much. Thank you. I don't take
That's all
your
right.
time for granted. Thank you so much for tonight. God bless you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
please,
for
how
the
can
privilege.
we reach you?
Uh,
How can we reach you? Do you take therapy sessions, counseling sessions?
yes.
Okay.
So it
So
depends
how
on what you need. I can always connect you to if you like you do family therapy. So
okay.
and my husband is a psychologist.
Okay.
So we do that as a family. If husband and wife want to be part of it. So we book sessions. If
Okay.
he's an individual and it's the one I can handle, I do it. We just know it. We have to talk to the person and know what the need of the person is. Then we
Okay.
offer the
The
type of
service.
therapy it
Okay. So
is.
how can we reach you, ma?
Yeah. Yeah. So I will send you my email. You can always send an email to make your requests
Okay.
or my direct number, the one you have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I want to share it with them in the community so that if they want to reach out, because
Okay.
several people have different needs here and there. So once you send it to
Yeah.
me, I'll forward it to them so that they can reach out to you based on their specific needs. Okay.
Individual need. Okay. That
Yes,
will be fine.
yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So I'll be
Uh,
expecting the details so that I can share with them. And I'll also connect you because I get questions here and often on who they can talk to for therapy and all of that once in a while. It's a growing community.
okay.
Okay. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
you're doing well, really. All the best. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you
We
for the invite.
appreciate you. Thank you
All
for your
right.
time.
All
Thank
right.
you,
Bye bye.
Sister
Thank
Clara.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a blessed
Bye,
evening.
darling.
Bye. All
You
right.
too. Bye.